Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider, and today I'm in the Destiny Cookbook. It's a cookbook day. It's that kind of day, and I'm having a good time with this cookbook. I'm going to be working on the Tincture of Queensfoil. Now, this is the official Destiny Cookbook by Victoria Rosenthal. Shout out to Victoria for doing such a wonderful job getting all these recipes together. Shout out to Bungie for creating such a wonderful game as Destiny and Destiny 2 and creating all these phenomenal worlds that we get to roam around in, that we get to stomp through, the battles that we work through, the victories, the defeats, the joy, the sadness, the whole deal. We have it all in Destiny 2. And I hope that the light of the traveler is shining on you right now, Guardians. All right, I'm going to be making Tincture of Queensfoil. Difficulty is easy. Prep time is 12 hours. Cook time is 45 minutes. Rest time is 8 hours. This yields 8 servings. It's vegan. This one takes a while, but through the magic of Bray Sciences, you will get to see the entire video in its completion. Okay, here we go. Tincture of Queensfoil. I bumped into Guardians on their return from the Dreaming City and asked about a peculiar bottle in their possession. They called it a Tincture of Queensfoil. Its effects don't seem like something I need to experience, but the Guardians did mention that it tastes a bit like blackberry tea, and that the Queen of the Reef loves so much, so I made myself a picture of this to hold me over. The Queen of the Reef, she loves it. Mara, she's the Queen of the Reef, Mara Sav. Here's the ingredients list in case you want to make this at home. 9 cups of water divided, 1 1/2 cups sugar, 8 ounces of blackberries, 3 Earl Grey tea bags, 2 white tea bags, and blackberries for garnish. All right, step number 1. Combine 1 cup of the water with the sugar and blackberries in a 2-quart saucepan. Place over medium-high heat. All right, let's get that on medium-high. I have my water here. This is 1 cup of water in the saucepan already. Stir in the sugar until it's dissolved. Bring to a boil. Reduce the heat, simmer for 15 minutes. So the blackberries, the sugar, 1 cup of water, sugar, and blackberries. All right, so we're going to get the water in there. It's done. Then we're going to do the sugar. This is 1 1/2 cup sugar. Let's get it in. And then let's get the blackberries in because we want these to basically stew. We need them to stew for a while. So let me get a spoon and stir over medium heat until the blackberries and the sugar have all dissolved, and then they've been in the pot stewing, simmering for 15 minutes. Guardians, through the magic of Bray Sciences, I'll be back in just a moment. I'll be back. Now, if you're looking at this alcohol, this is for an upcoming drink. I'll be working on that a little bit later, so you'll have to come back and check out that video. So hang with me, Guardians, because I promise at the end of this, we're going to have Tincture of Queensfoil just as it is in the Destiny official cookbook. I'll be right back. All right, Guardians, I am back. I am back. All right, now I need to make my tea, and this calls for some Earl Grey, 3 bags of Earl Grey. So I'm going to use my little tea diffuser. I've made tea in this before for Devram K. So I'm going to pop this in. 1, 2, 3. 3 bags of Earl Grey and then 2 bags of white tea. So let's get this open and get this put in. Don't fall in. Do not jump. Don't jump in there, tea bags. All right, I'm opening this white tea up. I'm going to put this in the tea diffuser, and we're going to pour some hot water over it. And we're going to let this set. It's going to have to set for about 5 to 7 minutes. I usually let my tea steep for about 5 minutes. All right, now that is done. Let me get my hot water. Hang on. I'm going to get my hot water. I am back with my hot water. Let me put this into my diffuser. It's going to make that tea, really rather quickly. But I want my tea bags to be submerged so that I can get all that flavor. I want all the flavor of the tea. All right, let's put that on, top on. And we'll need to let that set for 5 to 7 minutes, and I'll be right back. I'm letting my sugar, my water, and my blackberries cool down, and then I'm going to pop it into this jug. This is going to come together. This will come together, and we're going to taste it. By the time I get to the end of this, we will be tasting the Tincture of Queensfoil. Now, there's no alcohol in this one, so this will be safe for everyone to drink. I'll be right back. Guardians, I'm just stirring this to let it cool down for a bit. The funny thing, way back in Destiny 1, Mara Sov said something that I have never really forgotten. I met her for the first time on the reef. She was on one of her ships, one of her spaceships, I think, or a derelict. And she was with the Fallen. And she said, looking at her two Fallen to the left and right of her, "These ones are mine." And I always wondered, was that proper English? Did she say that right? These ones are mine? These ones? She could have said, these are mine, these two are mine, but these ones are mine. It was almost that, maybe not exact. Leave a comment down below exact if you remember. But man, I just remember that because she kind of seemed like a forceful personality way back then. And of course, we've come to know her better. And I've been knighted. I've been knighted by Queen Mara Sov. And I enjoyed that part of the story. I'm sure you played it just like I did. Now my tea is steeping. This is cooling down. While I'm gone, I'm going to strain it into my pitcher. And we're going to start bringing this together. We're going to bring it together. I'll be right back, Guardians. Thank you for hanging out with me. We're close to the Tincture of Queensfoil from the Destiny Cookbook, the official cookbook. I'm Ransom Ryder. Thank you. All right, Guardians, this has cooled down just a tad more, and I'm going to strain it into my pitcher. The tame blackberries have a rather large seed. And you don't really want that in your drink. A wild blackberry would not have the seeds. They would not be as large, but you would still have them. So we just want to strain that out, let that drain through this mesh strainer into the water. And then once this drips down just a tad, we want to get all that blackberry goodness out of there, minus the seeds. Once that drips down, I will pour my still steeping. This is Earl Grey and 3 bags of Earl Grey, 2 bags of white tea. As soon as this finishes steeping, I will pour it over my mixture, and then we'll come back and give this a taste test. Hang with me. All right, Guardians, I am back. I have my blackberries, my sugar, the water. I've put some ice cubes in this just to expedite the cool down. I want to expedite the cool down. And so I've got some ice in there. I've got my glasses ready. The tea is ready. Let's pour this in. I'm going to empty this whole thing in because this is really going to give us a nice flavor. And I've got the ice cubes in there to cool this down. Because this needs to really sit in the refrigerator overnight. That's why she had the really long hours on this for cool down. Let's stir this so that it gets fully combined. I still have a few ice cubes in there, so it's cooling down. And let me pour these in. And since I'm the only one here, I will just fix 1 glass of this. I'm going to be the one. I'm going to taste test it. It's going to be me. I'm the guinea pig. So let's give this a try. Now this is the Tincture of Queensfoil. As I let that cool just briefly, I wanted to show you how beautiful the picture was. The author really went above and beyond to photograph everything in this book because it's exceptional. So shout out to Victoria Rosenthal and the official Destiny Cookbook. All right, now this is cooled and I have my glass here. I'm going to set my tea pitcher to the side and let's get this poured in. Stir it one more time. Now, I will say back home, we would definitely use more sugar. You know, this was 1 cup, or how much sugar was this? This was 1 1/2 cups. You know, back home, Southern style sweet tea, it's 2 cups. But let me pour this over my glass. And I'm going to drop a blackberry in there, just like she says, for garnish. Let's put 3 in, 3 blackberries. Let's fill my glass up. I'm generous. I'm feeling generous. All right, now I want to taste this. She actually dilutes this with much more water, but I want to give it a try, not quite so diluted. Guardians. This is actually so good. This is so good. It's like a blackberry tea, and I'm a fan. You know, if I was making this at home, I would put just, you know, maybe a teaspoon of vanilla flavor into this. If you're entertaining and you have friends over, this is an absolute treat. Now this is non-alcoholic. It's really exceptional. This is the Tincture of Queensfoil, Guardians. I can give this a 100% thumbs up. You did a good job, Victoria Rosenthal. Good job. Well done. I'm going to continue to drink on this, and be sure to come around for my next video. It's going to be really special, and now it will have some alcohol in it, so come back for that. I'm Ransom Ryder. Thank you each and every one for hanging out with me and coming to join me during my live streams. I appreciate you guys. Bye. Bye. So good.